Welcome to the Q&A. Yeah, it has been a proper hot minute since we've done a Q&A on the channel, and I have been doing so many other things that I haven't had a chance to sit and reply to comments, to DMs, to things. So I figured, you know what? Let me do a little video and then we'll talk about all the questions and things that people have been asking me over the last while. First question, Zoe, where have you been? It's been a while since you've uploaded a video. Yes, I know. It has been a while since I've uploaded a video. I'm usually trying to be consistent with like weekly uploads, I guess, but it's been a little bit difficult over the last while because I've been busy with a number of other projects that's demanded so much of my time, I guess, and so the channel has been neglected just a little bit. What I did do is chop my hair. It is nice and manageable and very like wolf-like, I guess. I had a shoot a couple of weeks ago that I felt like I needed to cut my hair because it was getting like a little bit out of hand, and can't talk about that just yet, but soon those images and videos and things will be all over the internet and in the public space, I guess, so you'll be seeing my face pretty much everywhere. But we'll talk about that a little bit closer to the time when I'm actually able to say the things, you know? Hi, you're a really beautiful woman and I hope you find a good man in your life. I'll take the compliment, thanks. But men is not so much my vibe. Got really great women in my life, so thank you. What is the name of the medication that you are on? Okay, I am on an injectable form of estrogen, which is called estradiol valerate. I don't have the vial with me because I'm like in Johannesburg, so I'm traveling at the moment, so I didn't bring my things with me. But I've done a number of videos on this channel about the medication that I'm taking. I used to be on the pills for a very long time, and it sort of outgrew its, I guess, usefulness for me and my body and my transition and where I'm at, and so I moved on to the injectable estradiol, which has done the most incredible things for me, particularly around like my skin. Like my skin looks like really great, and it also like just like exploded my breast growth. Like my boobs look incredible, and I'm so happy that I went on the injection because of that. Wow. Hey Zoe, how long does the process take to change your name? I'm not trans, but I need to change my first name. Okay, so when you go to the Department of Home Affairs, South Africa specifically, you will make an application to change your first name, and you sort of submit those documents at the Department of Home Affairs, and then that goes into processing, like into a queue. And you will wait potentially 3 months, 6 months, maybe 9 months, depending on how busy the Department of Home Affairs is. They do say that they are prioritizing applications and it shouldn't take more than 3 months, but sometimes it does. So I don't want to say it's going to take 3 months and then it doesn't, and then you're upset and angry like everybody else is with the Department of Home Affairs. It took me about, I think, 9-10 months for my name change to be approved. I had to actually follow up with them to do a sort of update checkup with them because they didn't communicate anything with me. And then eventually when I did get in touch with them, they were like, oh yeah, your thing's been approved. And then following that, you've got to reapply for a new identity document or documents with your new name reflecting. And that process is usually 6 weeks from applying for a new ID. Yeah. Are you available? It depends. Like, I mean, I'm poly, so I'm technically always available, but I'm not like available to everyone. Like I have like tastes and preferences and stuff. So I don't know how to answer your question. Your breasts are magnificent just with hormones. I was sure you had breast implants. Thanks. No, I haven't had any sort of surgical work done. There are, I guess, a lot of people who've opted for gender affirming surgery and top surgery specifically for trans women to sort of make their boobs a little bigger and stuff, but I haven't done that yet. I'm patient with those things. I think there is like surgery for me in the pipeline, but not anything like too hectic. They're mainly just around getting like nice shape and filling them out a little bit, but nothing that's going to be like extraordinarily like hectic, because I kind of generally like the way my chest looks, you know? So thank you for that compliment. I appreciate you. Okay, is it possible for a trans woman to be a lesbian? Yes, absolutely. Being trans has nothing to do with your sexual orientation. So there are two very important things here. The one is your gender identity and the other one is your sexual orientation. So your gender identity has everything to do with who you are internally and how you see that as a human being. So it's very about you. Whereas your sexual orientation, sexual, your sexual orientation. Your sexual orientation refers to who you are attracted to. So that has everything to do with other people. So yes, it is in fact very possible and common to be trans and lesbian. Case in point. Thanks for this video. I fully understand the bad side of being a perfectionist. I took violin for a long time. I never played in public, not even for my family. I didn't want to play unless I was perfect. I never found myself to be perfect. I ended up quitting after a few years and no one ever heard me play. This is in sort of response to like a video that I posted around one of the honest conversations and about my very real struggle with like perfectionism and how I guess never really wanted to let people down in a very particular type of way, that I felt that if I wasn't perfect, if I wasn't the best, if I wasn't the way that everybody wanted me to be, that nobody would love me. And that took a long time for me to deal with. And it's been really amazing how many people have sort of resonated with that. And I guess thought I was not alone, but I didn't think it was something that a lot of people experienced. And since that video has been published, I've been getting a lot of like messages about people going like, yeah, thanks for talking about that, because I kind of feel the same. And it actually makes me feel really great. Not that this, like, it's great that you had the struggles, but it's nice to know that I guess there are also like people out there who are like me in a way in dealing with this thing about being perfect all the time. Like the struggle is very, very, very real. I've been gaining a little bit of weight lately. I work as a professional driver, not in the medical industry here in Virginia in the USA, not having a chance to move as much as I'd used to. Between hormones and IPL treatments, my facial hair is thinning and turning blonde. That's great, which has helped. I used to shave incessantly to keep my face smooth. That will destroy your skin. I have learned to give myself a break. Yeah, I totally get that. I think there's like this constant pressure to be a particular like version of yourself, like the ideal sort of perfect image of like how people are interpreting you, how they're reading you. And sometimes we're a little hard on ourselves because of that. So thank you for sharing that. Like, I feel you. As a trans person recently gone on HRT, I'm seeing early signs of having the same challenges as you with weight. The main challenge seems to be that I used to eat bigger quantities and now I'm suddenly getting fuller much quicker, but still out of habit, still eat the way that I do. Okay. So this comment pretty much goes on to sort of describe a lot of stuff, which I'm not going to necessarily go into. But the question is around diet, and is it a good idea if you're trans, specifically a trans woman who has like a lot of muscle mass, I guess, to go vegan mostly, and if that's something that I have tried. I don't like talking about my diet or diets in general, but I'm going to do it for this video. I have pretty much tried all the weird diets like ever, and I hate all of them. And part of that reason is that diets are specifically created for specific types of people with a particular like goal in mind. So hypothetically, low carb diets generally are better for people who have things like diabetes or people who can't, I guess, process sugar as well. So, you know, like there is a certain place for certain types of diets for certain types of people. Now, we obviously know that the weight loss industry is what it is, and it is sometimes a very difficult and tricky space to navigate, particularly if you are trying to lose weight, because everyone is saying, try this diet, try that diet, this will work better, that will work better, you should eat this and not eat that, and exercise with this and do all of that is a lot. And without, I guess, trying to sound like I'm having like an Oprah moment here, I don't place as much value on my weight as I used to. I.e., my physical appearance, my physical body is just my physical body. Like, it doesn't say anything about me, it doesn't create more value for me, it doesn't make me a better person, etc. So, for a large part of my sort of mental health and health journey around my physical body, around my weight specifically, has been a lot of that sort of internal work as to, okay, if I'm wanting to lose weight, why is it that I want to do that? Why am I unhappy with what I see in the mirror? Why is it that I feel that, okay, this diet is going to fix this issue for me? Because if I don't ask myself those questions, then it doesn't matter what diet I'm going on, doesn't matter what exercise program I'm going on, it's not going to be a thing that is sustainable in the long run. You're just going to do a thing because you want to do a thing, and then you don't know if you're going to get the results that you want, and you don't know if you're going to keep those results that you want. And I don't want to make this a whole thing about like health and fitness and wellness and, you know, do a whole video on that. That's sort of not my bag here on YouTube. There are a whole bunch of like, I guess, fitness influencer accounts and stuff who do really amazing things on YouTube, and you should go and follow them and do that. But for me, personally, as a trans woman, as Zoey Black, I have stopped looking at diets. I am eating in a way that is intuitive to my body, in my needs at the time. I am also trying to make sure that I am doing as much, I guess, physical activity as I feel that I need, that I can take on at that point in time. And the goal for me is never the weight loss specifically. I am looking at longevity. I'm looking at overall happiness as opposed to just locating that in my physical body. Yeah, that was a whole rant, wasn't it? Okay, my lovelies, that's all of your questions. Thank you so much for always engaging with the videos, with the content and stuff. Yeah, I appreciate all of you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And also, if you are new to this channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn the bell on for notifications so that you are in the loop for when we upload more videos. And I'll see all of you in the next one. Ciao. Sexual. Why am I struggling? Wow. I wanted to say struggling and then I said struggling. Wow, what is happening with the English today? Sexual orientation. Oh, I'm ridiculous.